16 amazing places in Russia. Russia, or the Russian Federation, is a cross-country traversing Eastern Europe and Northern Asia. It is the biggest country on the planet by region, covering more than 17 million square kilometers, 6.6 by 106 square miles, and enveloping more than 1/8 of Earth's possessed land region. Russia reaches out across 11 time regions, and has the most lines of any country on the planet, with 16 sovereign countries. It has a populace of 146.2 million, and is the most crowded country in Europe, and the 10th most crowded country on the planet. Moscow, the capital, is the biggest city in Europe, while Saint Petersburg is the country's second biggest city and social focus. Russians are the biggest Slavic and European country. They communicate in Russian, the most communicated in Slavic language, and the most communicated in local language in Europe. The largest country in the world really has it all. Mountains, valleys, frozen lands, and warm sands, and an incredible number of amazing natural destinations, to impress any visitor. Some of the oldest cities in Russia, including Moscow and Saint Petersburg, still retain their imperial splendor, obvious not only in their architecture, but also in their majestic parks, shopping centers, and even metro stations. Other cities and regions, including faraway destinations in Siberia and the Far East, offer a chance to explore things like the stunning beauty of the tundra, and the northern lights, volcanoes, and more skiing than you could ever dream of. In this video, we will feature the striking gilded palaces to vast natural spaces. Take a look at our list of the best places to visit in Russia. But before we start, welcome to Momidi TV. We create videos about travel destinations that will feature travel tips, safety, and products for everyone, and recommend it to our first-time backpackers to seasoned travelers. We hope to inspire you to get there, enjoy your travel, and have fun with the amazing world can offer. Please subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to click on the notification bell, so whenever we upload videos regarding travel tips, you will be updated. Also, please give this video a big thumbs up. For any comments and suggestions, you may leave a comment below. Now let us get back to the video. St. Isaac's Cathedral, the greatest basilica on the planet. The basilica is eminent for its amazing imaginativeness and striking mosaics, fantastic paintings, and elaborate frescoes. It is one of the biggest and most resplendent house of prayer. Its excellence mixes impeccably with the magnificence of the city. The basilica is regularly contrasted with the Lay Pantheon in Paris and St. Paul's Cathedral in London. The broad utilization of rock, marble, bronze, and gold, just as monstrous sections, made of malachite and lapis lazuli, brought about a visual work of art of exceptional magnificence. The Evolution Tower. The Evolution Tower is a high-rise building in Moscow, Russia, located on plots 2 and 3 of the Moscow International Business Center. The 55-story building stands 246 meters, 807 feet tall, and has a total area of 169,000 square meters, 1,820,000 square feet. The structure, known in Moscow for its advanced DNA-like shape, was designed by British draftsman Tony Kettle, in collaboration with Karen Forbes, Professor of Art at the University of Edinburgh. The pinnacle's development began in 2011, and was completed in late 2014. Komsomolskaya Square. Alexandrov's Komsomolskaya Square is adjacent to the railway station. The town's brick railroad complex, which includes a church, was constructed at the turn of the 20th century. The station is a symmetrical, eclectic, varied height building, with elements of classicism. The central section has 2 floors, while the lateral sections are single-story. The luggage room, ambulance room, and foreman house are all Art Nouveau-style additions to the railway station. The octagonal tower was once a water house. Church of Our Savior on Spilled Blood. Saint Petersburg, Russia's second largest city, is brimming with attractions, and the Church of Our Savior on Spilled Blood is unquestionably the most popular of all the city's tourist attractions. The name, also known as the Church on Spilled Blood, represents 2 things: the blood of the crucified Christ, and the blood of the assassinated Alexander II. The magnificent cathedral was built on the site where Tsar Alexander II was assassinated by revolutionaries in 1881. The decision to build a cathedral on the site where he was killed was made quickly, and construction began in 1883 under the reign of Alexander III, and ended in 1907, under the reign of Nicholas II. Savior Tower in Kremlin. The Russians have always held the Spasskaya Tower in high regard. According to legend, the tower possessed miraculous powers, and was said to have protected the Kremlin from enemy invasion. People passing through the gates would always cross themselves, and doff their hats to show their respect, and horses passing under the tower's gates were said to be shy. Indeed, legend has it that Napoleon himself could not keep his horse from fleeing, as he rode through the gates, after failing to show his respect, and the French emperor's hat was said to have fallen from his head. The Moscow Conservatory. The conservatory was founded in 1866 by Nikolai Rubinstein, and Prince Nikolai Petrovich Trubetskoy, is a renowned musical education institution, with a plethora of graduates whose names are well known around the world. The conservatory is a great place to hear classical music performances while on a tour of Moscow, and the building itself is worth a look. The Moscow Conservatory is Russia's second oldest conservatory, with the Saint Petersburg Conservatory being only 4 years older. Both can be included in a city trip with Ulko tours. Tchaikovsky worked as a professor of theory and harmony at the Moscow Imperial Conservatory, which now bears his name, in recognition of his tenure, from 1866 to 1878. St. Basil's Cathedral. Although everyone knows it as St. Basil's, this legendary structure is officially known as the Cathedral of the Intercession of the Virgin by the Moat. The popular alternative refers to Basil the Blessed, a Muscovite holy fool, who was buried on the site, in the former Trinity Cathedral, a few years before the current structure was built. Ivan the Terrible commissioned the cathedral to commemorate Kazan's capture from Mongol forces in 1552. It was finished in 1560. That's pretty much it, when it comes to the genuine history of this well-known landmark. There are, however, a plethora of legends. Nothing is known about the builders, Varma and Postnik Yakovlev, other than their names and the dubious legend that Ivan blinded them, so they couldn't build anything comparable. Historians agree that this is nothing more than urban folklore. Moscow State University. Following the October Revolution of 1917, the institution began to accept children from the proletariat and peasantry. The university abolished tuition fees in 1919, and established a preparatory facility to assist working-class children in preparing for entrance examinations. During the first 5-year plan of Joseph Stalin, 1928 to 1922, prisoners from the Gulag were forced to build parts of the newly expanded university. 9 new faculties were established after 1991. The following year, the university was granted a unique status. It is funded directly from the state budget, rather than through the Ministry of Education, giving the university significant independence. State Hermitage Museum. Saint Petersburg's most popular visitor attraction, and one of the world's largest and most prestigious museums, is a must-see for all first-time visitors to the city. With over 3 million items in its collection, it definitely rewards repeat visits, and first-time visitors can only hope to get a taste of the riches on offer here, from impressionist masterpieces to fascinating oriental treasures. According to one estimate, it would take 11 years to view each exhibit on display for just 1 minute, so many visitors prefer to arrange a guided tour to ensure they have enough time to see all of the collection's highlights. Altai River. The Altai Mountains serve as a global watershed, connecting the internal Central Asian watershed to the Arctic Ocean watershed. The entire region is abundant in water resources. There are approximately 20,000 rivers totaling 60 kilometers in length, as well as approximately 7,000 lakes. Telitskoy Lake is one of the most beautiful. It is the largest in the Altai Republic, measuring 80 kilometers long and 5 kilometers wide, with a maximum depth of 325 meters. The territory's mountain lakes contain vast reserves of the purest fresh water. Ipetri Crimea. Ipetri Mountain is the most well-known and visited mountain peak on the Crimean Peninsula. Its height is 1,234 meters, 1234 as if this figure was calculated on purpose. Ipetri is officially part of Crimea's Yalta region, which is located on the peninsula's southern coast. The silhouette of Ipetri stands out proudly in the green forests of Crimea, striking any onlooker with majesty. The Yalta Mountain Forest Natural Reserve owns the surrounding mountain range, and the mountain itself rises above the shoreline towns of Al-Lupka and Korez. If you are enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. Now, let us get back to the video. Yalta, Crimea. Most visitors to the Crimean Peninsula seek high-quality rest, whatever their pleasures may be. Crimea is an ideal destination for a relaxing family vacation, due to its mild climate, gentle Black Sea, and abundance and variety of nature's blessings. However, it is also a playground for those who want to spend their vacation in a more active manner. Those who visit here have access to a plethora of fantastic health resorts, the majority of which are located on the peninsula's southern coast. Aniva Lighthouse, Sakhalin Island. Sakhalin is the largest island in the Russian Federation, measuring 948 kilometers long and 26 to 160 kilometers wide. It is located on the country's easternmost border, separated from the Japanese island of Hokkaido by the Piraeus Strait. The Aniva Lighthouse, located on the southernmost tip of Sakhalin, is a magnificent structure. This navigational structure was built in 1939 on Savukya, a small rock near the inaccessible Cape Aniva. The southern part of Sakhalin was under the reign of Japan back then. Fierce currents, frequent fogs, and sunken rocks make this area very challenging for navigating. There were many shipwrecks in these waters before, so Karafuto Prefecture authorities decided to build a lighthouse here. Lake Baikal. When it comes to breaking records, Lake Baikal is hard to beat. This massive high-altitude rift lake in Siberia is the oldest and deepest lake in the world, reaching a maximum depth of 1,642 meters, and an estimated 25 million years of age. Baikal is also the largest freshwater lake in the world. Over 20% of the world's fresh water is in this lake. Although Lake Baikal is considered one of the clearest lakes in the world, this is particularly noticeable in winter, where, in some areas, it's possible to see up to 40 meters down into the water, even though much of the lake's surface freezes over for up to 5 months of the year. Salt Lake of Baskinchake. Baskinchake is a salt lake in the Astrakhan region, approximately 270 kilometers north of the Caspian Sea, and 53 kilometers east of the Volga River. On top of the salt mountain, there is a lake that is shaped like a hollow. Numerous springs flow into the lake from the northwestern coast, bringing more than 2.5 thousand tons of salts into the lake each day. Since the 8th century, the lake has been used for salt mining. Today, pure 99.8% salt extracted here accounts for 80% of Russia's total salt production. Each year, 1.5 to 5 million tons of salt are mined, depending on demand. There are medicinal mud deposits on the lake's shore. Tourists come to the lake from June to August to bathe in the lake and take a mud bath. The icon of Our Lady of Kazan Cathedral. It is also called Kazan Cathedral, is an Orthodox church located on Red Square in Moscow. It is the place where the icon was first brought from Kazan to be venerated in Moscow, in the heart of the Russian nation, because of the miracle wrought by the Mother of God of Kazan, in the liberation of the Moscow region from the Polish occupation, 1612. The first mention of a church there dates back to 1625. It was initially a wooden church, rebuilt in stone, after a fire destroyed it. When Saint Petersburg became the capital, the icon was sent there. The Tsar simply left a beautiful copy in Moscow. Tour Russia and have an unforgettable vacation. If you want to book a tour of this endlessly surprising and thoroughly fascinating country, go to any website that offers a highlights of Russia tour, which includes some of the country's most famous and interesting sites. You won't be disappointed. And that is it. Thank you for watching Momidi TV. Please hit the like button and subscribe. See you in the next video.